And welcome back to another edition of the John Wayne Surge Protector podcast, 6040 production. I'm Eric Halsey.
I am Alex Midway, and I love all you new listeners and the old listeners and just all the listeners in general. And I hate the NFL, and it is dead to me.
Yep, 100% rigged.
Yeah, it's. I did not think the Chiefs would make it to the playoffs, but apparently the refs that usually officiate those games made it there. So, F you, that was a catch.
Yep. Evidently, with the Chiefs out of the playoffs, referees in Vegas have chosen the Broncos, which kind of bit them right back square in the ace after that broken ankle, and could not be happier about it.
Well, we call that karma. You know what? You want to cheat and sacrifice babies to the dark gods? Like, this is what happens.
I want to give a special shout out to did not watch the college football championship because too many teams don't care enough. But did see a whole ton of coverage of whoever the cameraman was on ESPN, zoomed in and found porn star Abella Danger cheering along in the crowd. So kudos to you, good sir. And sorry for everybody who's listening whose wives are like, why did your eyes just get wide?
Did you ever, there's this one clip, and it's a guy recording, and he's in a trailer park, and he's looking down, and it's these two cops, and one cop's talking to the other guy. He's like, yeah, we can come in here anytime we want. And he's like, you look familiar. He's like, where do I know you from? And the guy's like, you watch gay porn?
Yes.
It's kind of like my cameraman's like, I know that face.
Like, I know her.
So
not the ESPN for not sucking.
Doing that one right. But we got a lot of things to get to. Our lives don't matter. We got to get into the people that do matter. And shout out to the farmers. Like, I've been watching a couple of videos online of farmers just reacting to a certain situation that's going on. And they're like, yeah, man, things are really bad right now. And I hope Trump's fixing the whole thing up. And someone in Washington dropped the ball. And I really hope he fixes it up. He's like, buddy, I hate to break it to you, but fairly sure that the guy you're hoping fixes it is the one who broke Humpty Dumpty to begin with.
But don't worry, bright side is J.D. Vance will be there on Acre Trader to buy up that farmland where pennies on the dollar. So you reaped what you sowed, which makes even more sense because you're a farmer.
It's amazing. Like, yeah, man, I don't know who messed this whole thing up. Like, seriously? Like, it's not a Scooby-Doo villain. Like, the hood's been off for a very long time. There's news of this. Like, he did tariffs. Then China said, go F yourselves. Like, well, I don't know who's responsible for nobody buying our soybeans.
Yeah, it's that living meme of the guy sticking a stick in the front spokes of his bicycle and driving forward, crashing and going, why did Joe Biden do this?
It's wild. And the fact is, like, back in October, a story came out that, like, we hadn't sold soybeans for 5 months straight. And that's kind of his story because the last time that happened was 2003. So about 2 decades ago. And today when I was looking at this, I saw like Scott Bessent posted up. He's like, yeah, no, it's fine. China just went ahead and they bought all the soybeans. Everything's good. And honestly, like the fact that it's Scott Bessent talking about it for the administration, that's red flag number one. But red flag number two is the fact that it's effing January. And that's not usually harvest season in the soybean industry, from what I understand.
So a quick Google search will tell you that soybeans, if stored in a cool, dry place, can hold for years, which is exactly what farmers want to hear about a bunch of stuff they can't sell. And when you can't sell it, you can't prep for the next seeding process. So I'm going to go ahead and guess next year's going to suck too.
I don't know much about farm life, but I'm guessing the fact that if you have to store it, you have to pay for that storage, and your bank don't care if you're storing it or not. Like, buddy, your loan's due right now. It's like, yeah, but I haven't sold my soybeans. I'm waiting till January till the price pops. Like, oh, fair enough. Like, no need. You're good.
And actually, they kind of are because pretty much 80% of farms are subsidized by the U.S. government. So thank you again to all you welfare queen farmers.
Like, maybe get rid of that avocado toast in the morning that you farm yourself. And make home.
For Farmer Tough, I feel like they should already have this whole pulling yourself up by your bootstraps thing down pretty good, but I don't know. Again, I could just be using logic. Maybe. I don't know.
We're not farmers or Farmer Tough, and, well, on that end, we actually know who caused all the soybeans not to get bought. But, it was clearly Biden's fault.
Yeah, 100%.
But let's see, Tesla. We've been going for a bit. It was 435. Honestly, I thought it'd be like 570 by now when we came back. But it dropped down to 425 this morning and 419 later on. And it's actually just been dropping ever since it almost approached 500. I guess maybe some people are finally realizing that it's really kind of overrated. Or it could be just the fact that there's a bunch of whales buying the dip before they pop this thing up.
Or it could be that during our little break, people didn't have our annoying voices saying this is a giant scam and eventually just like bought in without us.
Yeah. We've been trying to talk about this and try to understand why it's been going up for God knows how long. Maybe we're reaching a wider audience than the analytics show.
Doubtful, but yeah, let's go with that.
Glass half full. We're farmer tough, baby.
Yeah.
So, I was looking around online and some of the things they said that could be affecting, the price for them. It came out as that someone has finally noticed that the Tesla cabs down in Chicago have a rear camera washer. And if you're wondering, this technology was introduced on a Subaru Forester back 2019. So the fact that they're getting the same technology as a Forester from 6 years ago, and they're like, yeah, that's huge. No, man, that's kind of overdue.
Yeah. I can't wait till he invents heated seats.
It's like,
what? Are you kidding me?
And down the road, we almost have cooling seat technology completed. Elon, you're a genius.
We are introducing a car, 4 wheels.
Get the F out.
Prices surged to $560. You're like, come on, there's no way this is working.
We have a rear view camera. Come on.
So did that Uber driver I rear-ended. And guess what? It wasn't a Tesla. It was like a 04 Camry.
Yeah, but this one has a little cute T on it, so it makes it super cool.
So it is different.
Yeah, completely. But one of the other reasons is the price is going down. I read about that Elon is currently having a little bit of a pee-in battle with the CEO for Ryanair, Michael O'Leary. And they were talking about putting Starlinks on the actual plane so you could watch in-flight entertainment, which, on a side note, United is actually thinking about doing because on my flight, could not catch the Bills game for the life of me because they didn't have it. And when I complained at them, they said, we're about to get Starlink. It's cool. Well, good luck on that one because Elon Musk currently started a poll on Twix saying that, hey, should I buy Ryanair? And you know what happened last time he asked if he should buy a company? That went over great.
You mean he didn't stick with he's like, whatever you say I will do. He didn't what was that poll? Like, should I leave Twitter?
Yeah.
80% yes. And you're like, no, I am not.
He's like, you are all bots. But Elon, you cleared the platform of all the bots. He's like, I'm going to delete that response.
Grok, change everything, please.
You've gone woke.
Yeah.
So,
bring back Mecha Hitler. Everybody seemed to that went over really, really well.
These people are wild. Again, we told you guys there's a bunch to get into. I mean, it's been at least 1 week, maybe 2 weeks delay here. So, Ukraine, and there's been a lot of stuff about it. And we are essentially a satellite state for Putin. And as someone who's lived in a satellite state for the Soviet Union, I can tell you that, yes, this is very close to it. Because our fearless leader is talking about dissolving NATO, and in place of that, he wants to do something called the Board of Peace. And in a fashion similar to Trump Jr.'s little place in D.C. that we told you guys about, the Board of Peace has a $1 billion buy-in, and the first person he sent out the invitation to is the second most peaceful man in the world, Vladimir Putin. And that's kind of like, to me, the Holocaust Museum sending out an invitation to Goebbels after the war. He's like, hey, man, you want to serve on this thing?
Yeah, I do love the balls involved with, like, we're going to run it, and it's $1 billion to get in. You're like, I feel like there's only a handful of people that would be eligible at this point, and isn't this what we've been, like, warning the world about, the New World Order?
There's a guy in a trailer park who still thinks that, hell yeah, Trump's got my intentions at heart. Like, buddy, he's asking for $1 billion to hang out. Like, and he'll sell you a pardon for a couple milli.
One day I'm going to work my way up to that pardon. Like, no, you're not.
He's like, that guy cares about me and my family. Like, he's never heard of you. And he would sell you out in a heartbeat.
They cut my SNAP benefits, but they said I might not want might not want low prices as much as I think. So I'm gonna trust them. Like, you deserve every bit of the poverty you're living in.
This is Biden's fault. Like, okay, fair enough. But the whole thing, it kind of falls in line because another thing that we found out over this little break is the fact that we've been sharing intel with the Russians. Like, the Ukrainian intelligence service went ahead and like, you know what? We don't feel like the Americans are giving a very fair shake to us. So they started sending out some bum info to the Americans. And sure enough, you could see like Putin's troops move on the battlefield, like in relation to that intel. They're like, ooh, that's not good. And like, what? Why are we doing this? Like, where are all the Reagan Republicans? They're like, we should never trust the Russians. Like, are you out there just hanging out with a 2A crowd? Be like, this is what I voted for.
Because I think Carlin said it best, when your ideology becomes your personality, there is no turning back. You just, logic no longer applies. You're just like, no, everything is right. Which is the same thing that happens when you're in a cult.
Yeah, I read a bunch of studies on it. Like, when you keep posting on, it's kind of like when you try to quit cigarettes. They say you'll have more success if you keep posting online, like, I'm quitting cigarettes, like you're making a public commitment. And I'm guessing it goes the opposite way when you've just been buying 17 million Trump hats, always photographing yourselves in them, and now you're like, well, it's too late to back out now. Like, I gotta admit, this is awesome.
Yeah, no, and so get ready in case you've accidentally stumbled upon this and that applies to you, because in about 6 months, I'm gonna guess, give or take, you are going to be the ones going like, well, who says a 12-year-old can't have consent? That's going to be you, buddy.
Like, I wanted these guys at the polling stations with rifles asking me who I voted for. Like, that's what I want.
I don't see a problem with a 60-year-old man banging my 9-year-old daughter. America First. Episode not brought to you by APAC.
Not yet. And again, I'm hearing all these things about all these right-wing influencers getting a bunch of money to all like spill out the same thing. So if you guys are out there listening, GOP, APAC, whoever, we will shill. We will change real quick to hating the poors. We just need the right amount of money. Like, it's not even generational wealth. Like, it's a mild crack habit type of wealth. Like, and we'll change this thing on a dime bag of crack.
Yeah. And if you think about it, you give us money, we change, and then our baker's dozen of listeners start following. And how do we know we're not going to change the mind of those Antifa warriors?
Yeah.
So, I mean, in that case, it might be cheaper if you just give us a bunch of money. It's called business.
It's not what we have right now. It's what we could potentially become. Kind of like AI. You have to see into the future. You have to be a visionary, like Big JWSP podcast.
Or like Tesla stock. Like, just give us money and bank on our potential.
Yeah. So, going back to what's happening right now, like, I get it. Like, some people don't support the whole thing about the Ukraine war, and they think there's biofarms in there that just producing communism or kid touches or whatever else. But like, you don't support the Ukraine thing, and you're just a red-blooded American who just loves America. The fact that right now, with us not being trustworthy, Ukraine's now relying on the French, and we can no longer take dunks on the French, saying that their national flag is a white flag, and we bailed them out of wars because these guys are stepping up in a huge way. And we look like we are just carrying Putin's water to them.
Yeah, one of the funniest jokes I'd ever heard was World War II French rifle only dropped once. Hilarious. I think about it every time I see France. And now I'm just like, well, they're the tough guys now. Great.
I mean, all is not lost because we have someone in office who's just a genius. And he is running on a diet of McDonald's cheeseburgers, and he's out there rattling off tweets at 4 o'clock in the morning with Kofifi, and I'm going to attack a NATO ally, Greenland. And the latest one was actually a 1 a.m. one that he posted. It's him planting a flag on in a bunch of, well, what I can only assume is Greenland. And it says, Greenland, U.S. territory, established 2026. Did you see this one?
I did. I did.
Did you see the other one where it's him at the table and with all the leaders of Europe and the map of America as an American flag, and then Canada's American flag, Venezuela?
Yep.
I mean, if anything, Grandpa's mastered AI, so I'll give him that one on there. But the president of peace, and again, we just bombed Venezuela, is now looking to just go ahead and take over Greenland, which again is a NATO effing country. Like, we're on there. And if you want to, like, you want to take a victory lap on Biden falling down, climb up a set of steps, I'm not gonna lie, I want to see Trump climb a mountain and try to plant a flag somewhere. Because the amount of Sherpas that will be needed to carry that giant orange blob up there, and the amount of times he would complain about it, would be hilarious. And if it's a pay-per-view, we're not going to have a deficit afterwards.
Yeah, we could squeeze $37 trillion out of the entire world just to watch him like attempt a treadmill.
I want to see him go up a mountain and be like, you know what, pay-per-view right here. Like, people would tune in to watch it. Like, I'm not even looking for the Russian sites. Like, I want to see this direct.
Yeah, no. It's not like stealing UFC. Like, I won't feel bad at all about paying for this.
Yeah, no. Like the 4th of July thing, that's a 1,000,000% coming from a website ending in .ru.
It's all right. They're funding it all.
Yeah. So the whole thing is, like, it's got me wondering why all of a sudden, like, do we want Greenland? Like, this was never a MAGA platform. Like, Bobert never screamed about it. Like, one day Grandpa woke up, he's like, oh, we want Greenland. And if you kind of look at all of his statements, what he said in the past, it's the same talking points as Putin in regards to Ukraine. Like, we need it because it's for our national security, because it's close to us, because there's minerals, because it's not being ran really well. We can do it much better. And then he's out there like, the fact that a boat landed there doesn't mean anything. It doesn't give them the right to own the place. Like, I don't know, buddy. A boat landed here, and we kind of started this little thing called America because of a couple boats.
Yeah. We'll deep dive a little bit more into this, but yeah, got a fun little one about boats later.
Yeah. Is it the Catalina wine mixer?
It is definitely not the whole electrocution versus shark thing about a battery powered boat. Moron.
Why do we elect this man? But the fact is, like, a boat did land there, and we also did a 1916 declaration where the U.S. issued a written statement that it would not object to Denmark extending its sovereignty over all of Greenland, part of a U.S. deal to buy the U.S. Virgin Islands. So we said it then. 1951, we also signed a treaty with Denmark that explicitly recognized the sovereignty of the Kingdom of Denmark over Greenland. And currently we have a military base. Like, I don't know what the problem is. Like, we have troops there. And those are the two that actually recognize it, that were signed by us. And there's even another one by the Permanent Court of International Justice back in 1933. This has been going on for a while. Like, this isn't a contested spot.
Yeah, I think Grandpa just wants it. He's just decided every deal and every agreement this country's ever made was stupid, and he could do better because part of the deal.
Remember when he was screaming about the whole NAFTA agreement? I was like, whoever did this is an idiot. Like, that was you. He's like, what about this guy, Jerome Powell? He's a dummy. He's like, that was you. Like, dude, you appointed these people. Now you're screaming about them. Like, maybe, like, get all your ducks in a row. Just double check. Did I hire this person? If yes, be like, he turned bad. They used to be good. Instead, like, he's always been dumb. Like, no.
Yeah, sometimes you marry a dud. And if you get 11 divorces, maybe it's you, buddy.
Been married 9 times? Hell, maybe it's you.
Huh?
So I was also looking at a couple like talking points. I'm like, you know what? I got to figure this one out. Like, what is the reason for this? And one came out, it was the Trans-Arctic shipping route, which goes by Greenland, and the fact that Greenland wouldn't be able to defend it from the evil Russians or the evil Chinese. And that's a valid point. Like, the population of Greenland could fit into a U.S. stadium, and the nosebleeds would be empty still. There's about 56,000 on there. People on that island. But the problem with the argument that the Greenland can't defend that route is the fact that that route currently is drawn through a bunch of ice caps that are still there and unable to go through. So there's no way for that route to work, because ice.
Titanic.
Yeah, like, and currently the way that we have is the Trans-Arctic routes. One runs along the eastern coast, then it goes past Canada and a section up there, and then it goes through the small area between Russia and America. And, well, Russia and Alaska, which is whatever. And on the European side, like, the Europeans are out there running it past the Russian coast, and despite the fact that all of them are sending like weapons and hardware to Ukraine, that route still works. So the argument, like, this third route that currently doesn't exist, can't exist, is the reason we need to take over Greenland. Like, that's dumb.
No, it is. I honest to God think it is Gulf of America territory of just I want it. Like end of reasons needed.
Like, buddy, this isn't Pokemon. Like, it's a sphere of influence. If it's next to us, we get to own it. Like, that's not how this world works, man. Like,
Yeah, not to mention after World War II, we all just decided the maps are set. No more conquering and dividing.
stop effing with it. Like, it stops. Like, if you want the Golden Dome, like, you already have a whole thing. Like, you can have a base there. Like, this whole, like, I need that to be part of America. And the latest thing I heard was, I think $700 billion is being proposed to give to Denmark to buy it, and $100K for every citizen. So it'd be closer to about $800 billion. So if you're wondering about SNAP benefits in America first, it's going to Denmark.
Why is Joe Biden doing this?
It's like, I have no idea the reasoning for all these things happening. Like, this is Biden's economy.
And in a serious note, because Trump's like done business this way forever. He can't like default. Like he can't just like call the country and just declare bankruptcy. Like it's not, you can't do it. Your terrible book. Like it's
Like,
not gonna work here.
that's a way to get out of American debt. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't work on this stage, but maybe it's the fact that he wants an actual Nobel Peace Prize. And he's out there, he's just screaming about the whole thing. He's like, Norway controls it. He's like, well, I don't even want it. But the fact is, I stopped a bunch of wars and everything else. And also, if you did you see him in the White House getting the Peace Prize?
Oh, yeah.
So the man who came out and he said, I'm not going to let men take medals from women in their sports, went ahead and took a medal from a woman at the White House that wasn't meant for him.
Yeah. So does this make, is this the trans argument?
Yeah.
Is he our tranny king?
Like, he's out there, he's like, I'm going to stop the trannies. All of them except for me.
Yeah. It's that South Park episode where it's the Macho Man doing all the women's CrossFit stuff. Oh God, this place sucks.
So,
but yeah, so that's right. So on Friday, Maria Corina Machado literally handed her 2025 Nobel Peace Prize to our king baby, which holds the exact same amount of earned honor as Vladimir Putin's Super Bowl 39 championship ring.
like, what are you going to tell people? Like, oh man, you got the Nobel Peace Prize. Like, I took it off some broad.
Yeah. So fun fact about that, did a little deep diving on the Nobel Peace Prize. The physical Nobel Prize has been sold or auctioned off for charity numerous times. Most recently in 2022 by Dmitry Muratov, who gave the, listen to this, $3.5 million he got for his Nobel Peace Prize. And what did he do with that money? Gave it to Ukrainian refugees. Now, that's a feel-good story that definitely didn't get any kind of pomp and circumstance by the lamestream media. Did you hear about that?
No, actually, I haven't.
Me neither. How does a $103 million donation, and it doesn't sound like this guy was looking for a pardon or anything.
Yeah, he could have got about 30 of them.
Yeah. But other than Machado, the medal has only been re-gifted one other time in history. Did you know about this?
This one I also did not know.
So, from author Newt Hampson, who was some sort of Nazi sympathizer, gave it to Nazi propaganda mister Joseph Goebbels. Company so elite you can almost hear Stephen Miller getting hard. Now, how does that old saying go about something history repeating itself?
Like, I don't know about Nut over there, Humpson. I don't know if he was a sympathizer or if he was informed that it's in his family's best interest to hand over that Peace Prize.
According to the little bit of Googling I did, 100% sympathizer.
Fair enough.
Oh, so should we go into the letter?
If you haven't seen this letter, it's the letter that they first said he didn't write, and then like, oh my god, it came out of it. He did write it, and this thing is a goldmine.
Yeah, thank God PBS was here to break that story.
Try to get rid of him.
All right, so I can't do the Trump voice, but just imagine it. This is to the Prime Minister of Norway. Dear Jonas, considering your country decided not to give me the Nobel Peace Prize for having stopped 8 wars plus, I no longer feel an obligation to think purely of peace, although it will always be prominent, but can now think about what is good and proper for the United States of America. Denmark cannot protect that land from Russia or China. And why do they have a right to that land anyway? There are no written documents. It's only that a boat landed there hundreds of years ago. But we had boats landing there also. I have done more for NATO than any other person since its founding, and now NATO should do something for the United States. The world is not secure unless we have a complete and total control of Greenland. Thank you. A lot to unpack there, buddy.
I feel like we've been doing, like, is he saying the reason there's been 2 world wars is because the U.S. hasn't had Greenland? Is that it?
I mean, clearly that would have stopped the Nazis and Poland and all that good stuff, right?
I do love the fact that he keeps saying, is like, no, I'm not mad about the actual Peace Prize not going to me. He's like, F Norway.
Yeah. Also, here's a giant letter. Please do not share.
I don't ever want to hear the argument that a woman can't be president because she's too effing emotional. This guy is a diva.
So, a little bit to unpack here. Point. Greenland was discovered by the Vikings between 980 and 990 AD, and then colonized by the Danish in 1720, which for those of you mathematicians out there is over 50 years before we even officially became a country. So no, we do not have a claim to Greenland.
Wrong. I've got a book here from Florida that says it was colonized by American Vikings.
Yeah, from Red, White, and Blue Land.
Yeah. Stupid history books.
Yeah, PragerU clearly defined this as ours.
Own the libs. Say that the Vikings are from America.
Yeah. So here's a fun one. Norway does not award the Nobel Peace Prize. It is an international committee that happens to be in Norway, not an award for the country to give away. That would be like a French film not winning an Oscar, so France declares war on the United States. Just because it happens there does not mean that's how this works.
Well, you have your facts and we have alternative facts.
God, who are we going to go to war with when the Melania film makes $0?
What do you mean, Scott Bessent? We're going to use the treasury funds to fund that thing. Like, anyone who's still left in government is going to be bust in there to watch it repeatedly.
Do you think it's going to be huge in Argentina and that's what that $40 billion was really for?
Just an Olympic-sized stadium just for viewing the Melania film gets built.
Everybody's paying in beans.
Like, you're not hungry, you're not poor, watch this movie. Oh, did you hear about the Army-Navy game?
How he was like, it's too long?
No! How he said nothing else should be on during that day to watch these Patriots.
Jesus.
We're gonna have state programming soon.
God help us. And third and final thing to think about this letter, this is a very official letter on very official letterhead. It's basically just a Trump tweet on paper. Numerous run-on sentences and random words being capitalized. You know, like a total stable genius would do.
Like, this letter, I get it, but some of his tweets or his retruths or whatever it's called, it's the most grandpa thing you can do. Like, everywhere he signs off, he's like, Donald J. Trump. Like, yeah, dummy, came from your account. Like, why are you telling me that it's from you? I know it. Like, it's you calling me. I have caller ID. It's like, hey, this is Eric. Like, yeah, no S. Like, I know. I see your face.
Yeah, this is like when your parents text you and every text message is signed by them because nobody can figure out how to turn that off. Yeah, you're the android of people.
Your immediate attention to this matter. Like, shut up.
All right, so enough Greenland. I got a better one for you. In an interview with News Nation on Friday, Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins was asked about the admin's new protein-focused dietary guidelines in conjunction with the rising cost of groceries. And in the most MAGA thing ever, they rolled out a woman with a net worth of $15 million to connect with the working class man struggling to feed his family.
What's the Steve Buscemi's like, hello, fellow youths?
Yes, 100%. So this is what this lady said. We've run over 1,000 simulations. It can cost around $3 a meal for a piece of chicken, a piece of broccoli, corn tortilla, and one other thing. And so there is a way to do this actually will save the average American consumer money. So let me go ahead and translate that for you. The economy isn't bad, you're just fat.
I have so many questions to unpack. First of all, one other thing. Like, I'm guessing that's not a king-size Snickers bar. That's a fun size, split in two at best.
Buddy, if part of their regimen is one piece of broccoli, what do you think that other item is going to be?
Go ahead and see the next Mar-a-Lago thing where they do like the themed thing where they're telling you like stop being poor. And I want to see them just serve one piece of chicken because I keep seeing ice sculptures. I keep seeing effing caviar. Like, why don't you guys get a piece of broccoli and a corn tortilla and let me know how that works out?
Yeah, it's hard for a $15 million woman eating stone crab to be like, just have one piece of broccoli.
God, you stupid poors are still here.
For that one other item, have you considered going into any business and stealing one of their peppermints from the secretary's desk?
But one other thing can be salt.
Yeah. That one other thing can be that little strawberry candy that shows up every Halloween, but nobody actually knows where it comes from.
Have you considered invading your kids' candy bags?
Yeah. It's a nightmare. Also, that would be socialism. Moving on, after the Nicki Minaj backlash from over Christmas, you may be wondering if anybody else on your Spotify Wrapped list is an a-hole. One surefire way to tell is to check out Rock the Country Festival this summer. Now, I know what you're thinking. Who are all these winners, and what big cities are allowing this S show to happen? Well, joke's on you, liberal, because they don't have either. Boom, roasted. This 2-day festival has 8 stops and a giant list of nobodies, and they're only playing real American small towns like Ashland, Kentucky, Hastings, Missouri, and 6 other places you've never heard on. So suck it.
I mean, they did write a whole song about tribe out in a small town.
Yeah, well, that's the only place they're playing now, so good for them, I guess.
Have you looked at where Ashland, Kentucky is?
No. I just assume it's one of those things that we fly over with the rest of Kentucky.
1,000,000%. It is next to a place called Coal Grove.
Sounds lovely and exotic.
It's right by the Ashland Food Fair and the Ashland Town Center, which, oh my God, our Best Buy is bigger than this place.
Oh, so I know you're wondering. They're like, buddy, how do I get tickets? Don't worry. Just ask your meth dealer. Now this full-blown event, headlined by super cool dudes with totally normal-sized wieners like Kid Rock, Jason Aldean, and a bunch of other dudes that loves free speech. N-word. And for the Byron Donalds of your crew of divorced dads, Nelly's performing as well.
Have they released a vendor list? Are they still boycotting Bud Light, or are we back on that? Because Kid Rock never removed that from his honky-tonk restaurant.
No, he did not. I'm guessing they will just, whoever pays for the privilege of, these 64 people that are going to show up and get their catalytic converters stolen in the parking lot.
But I did notice
you're drinking turpentine, man.
I didn't notice you referenced Byron Donald. Are we talking about the guy running for the GOP there in Florida?
Yep. Yeah, the token.
The guy who's finding out that his party isn't so nice because his opponent's calling him Byron. Yeah,
it's like that old joke, I can't be racist because this is my friend. Like, you're their friend, pal. I don't know how to tell it to you.
They trotted him out during the election. Like, no, he's like, no, this is awesome. This is good for everybody. and then Trump makes his cabinet, not a single brubba in it.
No, absolutely not.
It's
Thank
like,
you for your service.
you guys didn't know we hated you?
Now get the hell away from my water fountain.
Like, my property values are going down. Get out of here, Block. And use the other door.
Yeah. Fun fact. If you ever hear somebody say the blacks love me, just assume they're racist as hell. Okay, just from me to you, Byron.
I'm really popular with the Muslims. Like, buddy, I'm guessing not.
Buddy, if you put the in front of any other group, you're gonna come off like an a-hole. Just FYI. Also, you're racist. So this one did hurt my feelings. Ludacris briefly showed up on that lineup, but after a weekend of getting roasted online, he released a statement saying he had never agreed to play on this tour. And while I am skeptical at best of anybody even remotely connected to this hillbilly abortion, I've always held Luda in the highest regards as a rapper, actor, and most importantly, a playable character on Def Jam Vendetta. So I'm going to rule on it, and I'm giving him a pass.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. Like, the whole thing, we already lost Snoop Dogg, the guy who first was like, everyone's an Uncle Tom, yada, yada, yada. And he's like, cool, I'll be at this crypto fest performing for Trump. And he's like, oh, you're getting dumped by your fans. Like, the same thing with Nicki and all that. Like, I'll give Luda credit the fact, like, whether he was on the bill. Let's admit that much. But the fact that he backed out.
He was on the bill.
Yeah. Like, he listened, he's like, oh, we still don't like this guy, regardless of the amount of money we're getting. Like, yeah. And honestly, Nelly's going to have a moment as far as Byron Donalds where they're going to come out after him. There's going to be some hard R's in that audience.
Oh, yeah. This is going to be like Cash wishing everybody a happy Diwali. Like, yeah. Buddy, hope you're wearing your thick skin that day, because it's going to get dark.
Did you see the Nick Fuentes and the other like MAGA influencers when they were singing along to the Yeezy song?
I did not.
So apparently a bunch of them were out there just rapping with like easy song, but as far as it's something about Hitler and something else. Like, they're out there, and as far as it all goes, Hitler was rolling over in his grave. Because it's like a Muslim guy, like a half gay guy, like these are the people talking about Nazis. Like, that's not what he had in mind.
Well, you know what? I would like to thank you for giving Nick Fuentes half credit on that one. There ain't nothing. He's straight as a question mark, buddy.
I'll send that one over to you. You got to take a look at it.
Wipe us.
He's out there, he's complaining, he's like, we're just out there and I'm listening to my favorite song, and next thing you know, I'm out here being canceled and having people fired and the mayor of a town coming out after. It's like, you're dropping hard R's on video, dude.
I can't wait to the day a black trans person absolutely just beats the brakes off of him. And his head explodes from not understanding it.
Oh, might be waiting for a long time. Who knows what will happen soon? If it does, he'll make my day. But one thing I do want to mention is, and I'm going to leave a link on this one in the show notes, is if anyone here hasn't heard the little skit that's going around right now called the Lillehammer Affair, it's one comedian out there talking about the Mossad. And this is going to be the one thing that pretty much gets us in an empty elevator shaft. And Thursday might be canceled since we're both in a hospital, if we're lucky. If they don't shotgun blast us in the face. But Lillehammer Affair, that's everyone's homework. Take a look at it. I'll make it easy. Links below. Until Thursday, we miss you guys. And I'm Alex Midway.
I'm Eric Halsey. Later, Gators.